Hi everyone, Jim Rizoli here. I am at the AFTV station, cable station in Framingham, Massachusetts. It stands for Access Framingham TV. And they actually just moved here from another spot in Framingham. But the reason why we're here today is because we're not happy with AFTV, because we feel that this cable station is very heavy-handed in how they do things and how they deal with people. Particularly with free speech issues. They're not an open station that allows people to really have what they say. Back last year, they actually took our cable show off the air, and it's interesting. The reason why they took our cable show off the air is because they claimed that we were putting things in our video that were not appropriate, and we signed some sort of an agreement to say that we wouldn't do that. But the things that we had in our video particularly had to do with World War II and the Holocaust and some dead bodies that were on the ground, and they were nude. And that's usually how it is at that time there. And they complained about that, and they said we violated their rules because we said we wouldn't put those type of pictures in. But the problem with that is the pictures that we put in were not for a gratuitous sexual way. It was just to show history and what was happening to people that were dying in the camp. So with that and a couple other things they illegally charged us against, they took our show off the air. Well, you have to understand a little bit of history behind AFTV. It is actually run by the Jews, okay? Now the Jews are not happy with our situation here in the fact that we're producing cable programming that talks about the Holocaust. So obviously they want our TV show off the air, and they succeeded. They got us off the air for 18 months. So now they just moved down here. They're opening a new studio. They just opened it some time ago, and we thought we'd come down here just to do a short video to explain a little bit about it. Now in the paper today, it has an article actually about that. It talks about Access Framingham celebrates new home. Now I'll just tell you a little quick story of what happened yesterday. Yesterday was the open house, and my friend Harold came down here because he wanted to take pictures inside. Now remember, this is a grand opening, open house. Well, when he got there, first thing that happened was there were two policemen out front, and they followed him into the building. Now can you imagine that? They followed him into the building. And then when he got into the building, they wouldn't allow him to take pictures. They said that you cannot take pictures. Well, the only problem with that is they allowed other people to take pictures, but they didn't want him to take pictures. You see, that's how it works. See, that's what happens when you have a cable station that doesn't have to answer to anybody. They make their own rules, and they can stop. They can be the discrimination. There's discriminate in how they choose people and who they allow things to do, and other people that they don't allow. So if you're not in their good graces, or if they don't particularly like you, they will stop you from doing things. And they stopped my friend Harold from taking pictures. But in this paper here, there are pictures that were taken from the Metro West News and another town website that put pictures on that were taken here also. So it just shows you the hypocrisy of this cable station. So our beef with them from the beginning has always had to do with censorship, and they're just not an open and honest cable station. They're just out there trying to prevent people from really producing video that is actually video that could be good video, and explaining things about all sorts of subject matters, which that's what our shows did. We didn't just deal with one topic, but we dealt with all sorts of different topics. But they decided to take all 4 of our cable shows off the air because of the fact that they didn't like the topic of the Holocaust, and there you go. So it just shows you how the Jews have taken over most of the cable stations, I would think, in the whole country. This is how they react to things. And I mean, it's unbelievable to see that this can happen in the United States. There's no free speech. Now, we would like you to, if you get a chance, if you want to learn more about our side of the story, you want to go to RizoliTV.com. Okay, RizoliTV.com. My brother's putting a lot of information up on that site that's dealing with the topics. And you can actually look at my videos that are online now, because I have no place to put them on TV anymore because of the censorship of AFTV. And you can go to Rizoli TV on YouTube, and you can check my videos out there. or you can actually do a search for Jim Rizoli, Rizoli, and you will come across a lot of videos that I have produced that are on YouTube and other sites that I have put these videos on. So that's basically what we have to do today, is we can't depend on these type of cable stations to help us out to produce, you know, really interesting cable shows. You know, they're more concerned with cable shows that deal with just mundane things like, you know, real estate or cooking, you know, or local politics or whatever. But our show dealt with worldwide things, conspiracies, World War II, I mean, you name it, we got into all these things, 9/11. These are the things that people really like to learn about, you know, to see on TV. But cable stations like this prevent those things from going on TV, and that's our beef. In the town, you know, they give this cable station high regard, high marks, but, you know, our marks are not high because of the fact that, you know, they censor, and they try to stop people like myself from producing shows that get people to think. I think that's one thing that has happened in this country today, the dumb down of the people, you know, because people really aren't learning what's going on around them, and you know, the stations on TV are definitely not giving you the news, the straight news. They're giving you news that has been manipulated around by the media. So it's not going to be the truth. And anytime you tell the truth, that's where you run into the problem. So anyway, that's where we are today. You can see behind me, we're in the back of the studio. They have a front of the studio there, but what difference does it make if I show you a door, what it looks like? But anyway, we're trying to just bring your attention to this really corrupt, dishonest, okay, discriminatory, bigoted, hateful, vengeful, spiteful cable company. Oh, and I didn't mention this. When they took my shows off the air, they stopped me from producing cable programming for anyone else. Like that had anything to do with the problem. So in other words, they won't even let me produce cable programming for, let's say, you know, some person wanted me to do something, you know, for kids in the town or whatever like that. They wouldn't even allow me to do that. I can't even be on anyone's show. That's how evil I am. You would think that I murdered somebody. I mean, the way these cable people have treating me. And that's all I've done is expose them, and have exposed, you know, a lot of the things going on in the world by telling the truth. But, you know, this is how they react. That's how they're heavy-handed. That's what they are. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it for today. I just want to thank you for watching this video. And again, go to RizoliTV.com to get the rest of the story. And go to Rizoli TV on YouTube to see all the videos that are there. And do a search for Jim Rizoli, and you'll come across, I get hundreds and hundreds of videos that are online now that deal with all different types of subject matters. Okay, folks, well, thank you for watching. I'm Jim Rizoli, and we'll talk to you another time. Bye.